Thanks for watching Film Buff, really, honestly. It's fucking great.
Oh, hello guys, how's it going? My name is Film Buff. Alright man, so I'm super happy to be back. Super happy to be checking this out again. Sorry it took so long. I just had to make sure I hit all the shows that I do. Also, a little bit of news. I basically got hit for copyright claim by MGM. And I did the 2 parts for episode 6. I believe part 2 is blocked in like 238 countries. So that's like almost all of them, all the major countries almost. So it looks like 2 parts is a no-go. So it looks like they're not a fan of 2-parters. But it's kind of strange. I've seen other YouTubers do 2-parters. I've been told that Sith Furion did 2 parts for a lot of episodes. Though I'm not 100% sure if he got in trouble for doing those at all. But yeah, they blocked part 2 in like a bunch of countries, most of the countries. So going forward, 2 parts might be risky. Because there's a chance they'll just block it and then no one's going to be able to see, half of that episode's reaction. But yeah, going forward, I have to be careful because these were all done manually. It's all like based on a database. And if there's like a match, they automatically just flag it and, it kind of gets copyright claimed. But these were done manually. It specifies that, MGM manually made a copyright claim on all of these. So it looks like they were checking out my stuff, but I'm doing everything by the book. 10 minutes for each upload. So the only thing that changed here is that the 2 parts might not be happening anymore. But the good thing is that they let me keep up the all the episodes. They didn't really take any of them down. I couldn't monetize them anymore, and whatever, it's cool as long as I get to keep the episodes up. I'm cool. All right, man. Quick recap. Episode 6, the big thing was Jarl Borg. He was dumb enough to come over and think that Ragnar wants to team up again and he's going to be safe. But by the end of the episode, it was clear that he is not going to be safe. He is going to go through something called a Blood Eagle. And you can see in Jarl Borg's face that this might be something crazy, man, because he's just like, no. You can see in his face the fear. And King Horik didn't like this. And I say fuck King Horik. He can piss off. That was kind of like the big thing of that episode. So excited, man. Excited to see how this plays out. Let's just get right into it, man. Episode 7.
He is physically alive, but his spirit is tormented. He does not know himself. I see that.
Accurate.
You must tell me where he is.
He is with a man you know. A foreigner. A king.
I will give you some advice. Think with Liz. Not with you.
Yeah, Bjorn. He's got a good point there. Though Ragnar is also thought with his junk in the past.
Certain things have changed.
They've changed because Ragnar Lothbrok has humiliated you.
Jarl Borg still at it.
The start of his real ambitions.
Meaning?
Meaning Ragnar Lothbrok wants to be king. Isn't that obvious to you? King Horik.
Jarl Borg. This
Why
guy.
would he stop at assassinating me?
I have some interesting news. Floki is angry with Ragnar.
Floki? Floki loves Ragnar.
He's seen you now. Now we're talking. This is proper. Aw, but Ragnar's not even here, so I thought.
The eyes of these people, and in the eyes of God.
Amen.
Then you are married.
Oh man, Ragnar's gonna be, he's gonna be hurt about this, right? It's gotta hurt. They're friends.
Did you mean it when you said you would help me free Yarabor from prison?
Yes.
But why?
For a joke.
Yeah. I've decided to take your advice. I will set you free. There are those here who will help me. People who only pretend to be loyal to Ragnar.
And then?
And then we will kill Ragnar Lothbrok.
Fuck off.
Likestad. You bear a strong resemblance to my ex-wife.
If I'd given you my true name, you might have turned me away. So will you accept me as an ally?
That depends.
On what?
I have been betrayed by Earls before. So if you are really Earl Imstad, then it's a no. But if you're still the Lagatha I remember, then it is a yes.
Oh man, I love Lagatha.
That was not expected.
No, it wasn't.
What do you think of it?
I think the gods are playing a joke on me.
I like her.
My former wife.
I would rather be her. She is formidable.
Ragnar's like, come on.
The gods are having a good time with me today.
Whew. So what happened, Horik? Oh shit, this is gonna be some crazy shit right here, man. Can't get in there, man. Wow. That was intense, man. Whoa. Man. That was crazy, man. So at one point of this episode, Ragnar is explaining to Bjorn what exactly a blood eagle is. And man, as he's explaining it, man, you know, I was just like Bjorn. I was like, holy shit, that is like that's extreme, man. That is like brutal. You know, it seems like it's a bit of a rare thing, you know, this punishment. It seems like it's not something that's just passed out to all kinds of criminals. You know, this seems like this was saved for, you know, a select few. Jarl Borg actually, yeah, he handled it, man. I gotta say one thing here, man. Jarl Borg is obviously, you know, he's fucked up and, you know, he's gone against Ragnar and he's done all this shit. But, you know, you gotta give it to him. Like, even throughout the episode, you know, he's still trying to fight his way out of the hole. Like, he's still trying to scheme. He's still trying to plant some ideas. So, yeah, man, Jarl Borg, gotta give him props for that, you know, for trying, at least trying to get himself out of this hole. One thing I'm really confused by right now is the whole situation of Floki. You know, Siggy was saying it to King Horik, and I was like, nah, she's bullshitting. But, like, it does seem like he might not be happy. You know, and he does explain to Helga how, you know, Ragnar this, Ragnar that, you know, everything's done for him. You know, he felt that he doesn't need his permission. He doesn't require him to be here to share this. He wants this to be just for himself and his and Helga. So yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on there. And he's getting kind of close to Horik, you know, it seems like. I'm not sure if that is actually Floki getting close to him, or if it's Floki trying to get into Horik's mindset and see, you know, what Horik's up to and maybe report back to Ragnar. I don't know, man. It's kind of hard to read at this point. I'm sure going forward the next few episodes I'm gonna find out what's going on here. They showed us a little bit more of Athelstan. You know, he cleaned up real nice. You know, he's got his hair tied back and everything. Nice beard's all nice and clean, lined up. And you know, and King Egbert really seems to have taken to Athelstan. And you know, at one point he even mentions, you know, I hope that one day you could call this, you know, this place home. Yeah, man, Egbert seems to be a fan of Athelstan. He's seen something in him. He sees that he's a useful man. He's a smart man. he's a different man. So you can see that King Egbert is definitely, this is nothing new. They already kind of showed this, that he's an ambitious man. He's got big ambitions, just like Ragnar. He has big plans, and King Aele, he even calls him out on it. He's like, oh, I think, or I've heard that you're gonna, take out this other place, another part of England. But yeah, King Egbert's all about making deals. He's all about thinking of the next move. Ambitious, really ambitious. So he's obviously made a deal with King Aele. He basically got his son to marry his daughter. So yeah, a bit of an alliance going on here now. So yeah, if Ragnar and Horik decide to come back here, it might not be as easy as the first time around. But again, to be honest, I don't think Egbert's gonna keep Aele around for that long. To me, it feels like Egbert's more of like a he's got bigger plans. This is just King Aele. This team up, this alliance with King Aele is, to me, it feels like it's something temporary, just to get him to the next step. All right, let's talk about King Horik, man. I mentioned after the last episode, I'm not liking him anymore. I don't like him anymore. I don't trust him anymore. I just don't. And there's a cool moment in the beginning, as he comes in, you see Ragnar skinning a rat. Some awesome symbolism going on there. King Horik, the potential rat. Actually, there's a lot of animals in this episode, right? They showed us the raven. That's like the symbol of Odin. They showed us an eagle. They showed us spiders and a snake. And I guess the raven. They showed Uthelstan. He's trying to block that hole, but then he sees the raven. Maybe it's a reminder to him that, that you and Ragnar and that life, it's not done just yet. This came out of nowhere, man. And like this, I'm not sure if he's jealous. To me, Floki's never come across as someone who could be jealous. But it does kind of seem like he was, I don't know, there's some resentment there, that Ragnar gets everything and everything happens to Ragnar. And that he's not going to have this. This is just for me and you. So let's see how that plays out. Obviously something's going on here, and King Horik, after Siggy told him, is definitely going to try to exploit this, that piece of shit. And the new Earl that wants to help out Ragnar, to be this new ally. But turns out it was Lagertha, so I'm super happy about that, man. Anytime Lagertha is getting screen time, it's fine by me, man. Give her much more screen time. The coolest thing about this is that she's back in the picture, right? So now it's not going to be kind of like, oh, this is what Ragnar's up to, and now let's cut off and let's cut away to some other place and show you what Lagertha's up to. Back on the same team, and that interaction really shows us, how good of a match these two were, for each other. Just the back and forth, the banter, and they were just perfect. Obviously, Aslog doesn't even come close. By the way, so Auslog told us about another prophecy, or something she has said or believes might actually be true, and it's been established that she is, she could see things. So this new baby has a potential to be a monster, and seeing how the show's gone so far, it's probably gonna end up being true. Now I'm sure they don't mean monster like physically, he's gonna be monstrous, but like the psychology of this kid, or his thought process, or something's gonna be messed up with him. He might turn out to be a psycho, or like some kind of crazy killer. So yeah, man, that shit's gonna be interesting if if they show us this baby being born and like growing up and stuff. That brings us to the final scene, man. And this show has been incredible. Season 2, episode 7, and I've seen some amazing scenes, some amazing cinematography, some amazing imagery and symbolism. This scene to me was probably the most, as crazy as it sounds, the most beautiful, or at least the most beautifully shot and executed scene of the whole series, for me at least. Something about it, man, it was so crazy. It was brutal in nature, but just something about the scene, man. Yeah, man, some of the imagery and some of the shots, Jarl Borg as he's approaching this platform and everyone's kind of surrounding it, and he's kind of looking around, and the shots of the fire, and he took it, man. He knew that's all he can do, so he took it like a man. And Ragnar was all cleaned up and he had this robe on. He proceeds to carry out this ritual, and god damn, man, whew, even more so than just like him actually getting hacked and stuff or cut up. The expressions in the actors, the other characters, that are seeing this, their expressions really, sold it as something so brutal and so crazy. You saw Floki's face, and now see again, the look Floki had in his face was kind of anger. It wasn't. I read that as anger. Now, is that anger towards Ragnar for actually going through with this? Or I don't know, man. That look was it was interesting, man, because it definitely seemed like anger. They showed Rollo, they showed Jarlborg's wife. She kind of just passed out. Obviously, makes sense. And Jarlborg again, man. He took it. Powerful scene. Some of the imagery and the eagle. Oof, that shot they had, the eagle. And I'm guessing the next episode they're gonna have Jarlborg's body just kind of hanging there. His lungs. Oh god, man. Alright guys, so if you enjoyed that, please smash that thumbs up, leave your comments, let me know what you thought. So I do hope you guys are enjoying these. Again, I know I'm a talker, and it's because I really like to get into, for me, doing like a 2-minute quick analysis is never gonna happen. Like even if I try to, it's just not gonna happen. I'm on social media, guys, Twitter, Instagram. I have a Patreon account. Have links, all the links are in the description and the pinned comment. But yeah, man, this is the tail end of the season, so I'm sure these last 3 episodes are gonna be really good, epic stuff. So yeah, excited for that, excited to be back. But yeah, thanks for checking this out, guys. Take it easy.